February 2, 1848. After 2 years of brutal warfare, the United States and Mexico finally reached an agreement. The Treaty of Guadalupe Hidalgo marked the end of the U.S. Mexican War, but its impact would shape North America for generations. To understand the Treaty of Guadalupe Hidalgo, we have to go back to 1846. Tensions between the United States and Mexico had been rising for years, particularly after the U.S. annexed Texas in 1845. Mexico never recognized Texas independence, let alone its union with the U.S. President James K. Polk, a firm believer in manifest destiny, sought more than just Texas. He wanted California, New Mexico, and the vast western territories. When negotiations failed, the U.S. provoked a conflict along the Rio Grande, leading to the outbreak of war in April 1846. For over a year, the U.S. Army, led by General Winfield Scott, launched a campaign deep into Mexico. Key victories at Veracruz, Cerro Gordo, and the legendary Battle of Chapultepec in September 1847 led to the fall of Mexico City. With Mexico City occupied, the Mexican government had little choice but to negotiate peace. Negotiations were led by U.S. diplomat Nicholas Trist, who defied President Polk's orders to push for even more Mexican territory. After months of discussions, the Treaty of Guadalupe Hidalgo was signed on February 2, 1848, in the Basilica of Guadalupe, just outside Mexico City. The treaty had several major provisions that forever changed North America. Mexico recognized Texas as part of the U.S., with the Rio Grande as the border. Mexico ceded nearly half its territory to the U.S., including present-day California, Arizona, New Mexico, Utah, Nevada, and parts of Colorado and Wyoming. The U.S. paid Mexico $15 million for the land and assumed $3.25 million in Mexican debts to American citizens. This land acquisition, known as the Mexican Cession, would fuel tensions between the North and South over the expansion of slavery, ultimately contributing to the American Civil War. For Mexico, the loss of nearly half its land was devastating. Many viewed the treaty as a humiliation, a national wound that still lingers in Mexican history. In contrast, for the United States, the treaty fulfilled the dream of manifest destiny, setting the stage for westward expansion. The discovery of gold in California just months later would further fuel migration and economic growth. The Treaty of Guadalupe Hidalgo remains one of the most significant agreements in North American history. It reshaped the map, altered the balance of power, and left a lasting legacy on both nations. Today, Chapultepec Castle stands as a reminder of the courage and sacrifices made during this war. And the Treaty of Guadalupe Hidalgo serves as a lesson in diplomacy, territorial ambition, and the consequences of conflict. What do you think was the most important outcome of the Treaty of Guadalupe Hidalgo? Let us know in the comments below.